Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to explore some warm yellow options from Daniel Smith. This is not a comprehensive review or comparison because I don't have all the yellows from Daniel Smith. I'm just going to show you the ones that I have. These are the 8 colors that I'll be swatching out today. Bosch, Permanent Yellow Deep, Hansa Yellow Deep, Neko Yellow, Chromium Gold, Isoindolene Yellow, Indian Yellow, and Mayan Yellow. The warm yellow that I have been using for the longest time is Bosch. I've been using this ever since I started using watercolor. This is from Daniel Smith Series 1, so this is a bit more affordable compared to colors from the other series. This is actually quite transparent when it dries. Bosch is a 2-pigment mix of PY97 and PY110. PY97 is actually Hansa Yellow Medium, and PY110 is this color that I'm swatching out now, Permanent Yellow Deep. So if you have this color and Hansa Yellow Medium, you can actually mix your own Bosch. This is warmer compared to Bosch. Bosch has a bit more yellow in it. Next we have Hansa Yellow Deep PY65. This is also a nice warm yellow. This may actually look quite similar to Bosch. This is a single pigment paint. Next we have Neko Yellow. Actually, I wouldn't consider this to be a warm yellow. Anyway, this warm and cool thing going on. This is actually a relative term. So this Neko Yellow, this is actually quite a common color that's used to mix with other colors. There are actually many colors that use Neko Yellow. For example, Chromium Gold from Daniel Smith, it uses PO48 and Neko Yellow. PO is the pigment orange. I did not include any orange here because when you take a look at all the orange paint, they are very distinctly orange. It's not like warm yellow. So that's why I don't have any oranges here. I will make a separate video for those orange. This is Isoindolene Yellow PY139. This can be a bit opaque, but if you add enough water, it's still going to be transparent enough. And this is Indian Yellow. Alright, it doesn't look like a warm yellow to me, more like a mid yellow. This is made of 2 pigments, PY97 and PY110, which are actually the same pigments used to make Bosch. So the proportion of the pigments here are different. And the last yellow here is Mayan Yellow. Not exactly a warm yellow again, more like a mid yellow. PY223. All these colors are quite light fast except for Mayan Yellow, which is less so. I have also written down the series number, so the more affordable warm yellow options from Daniel Smith are Bosch and Hansa Yellow Deep. I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between these two side by side. For series 2 we have Permanent Yellow Deep, Neko Yellow, Chromium Gold, Isoindolene Yellow, and these two look kind of similar, Permanent Yellow Deep PY110 and Isoindolene Yellow PY139. Maybe this is a bit more orange looking like. These 3 yellows, they are more like mid yellow rather than warm yellow. Now the thing with this watercolor tubes is the colors on the labels may not be very accurate, it may not be 100% representative of the actual color you will see when you swatch out the colors. So for example here with Indian Yellow and Permanent Yellow Deep, the label looks quite similar, but in real life these two colors are quite different. And also I have Isoindolin yellow, which looks like a meat yellow, but in real life it's actually more orange. With a warm yellow, you can use it to mix a warm and vibrant orange very easily. So this is permanent yellow dip, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of quinacridone red. With a scarlet-like red, you're going to get even more intense orange. So this is usually how I mix my orange with quinacridone red. And let's see what happens when we mix it with magenta. I have quinacridone magenta here. So this is a more muted orange. So if you mix it with a cool red, you're going to get a more muted orange, something like this. And now let's see what we can get with a cool blue, phthalo blue. So this almost looks like a sap green to me, but it's a bit more muted. Just for comparison purposes, let me paint sap green on the side here. So sap green is definitely more vibrant. This is a bit more muted. And here we have this mixed with French ultramarine. So this is going to be a very warm green, a very muted green. And lastly, I want to try this with Cerulean blue chromium. The mixes with other warm yellows like New Gamboge, Hansa yellow deep, Isoindolin yellow, they are going to look different but not very different from what you see here. So it really comes down to personal preference and also what other colors you already have in your palette. The differences in the look across mixtures that are mixed with all these different warm yellows can sometimes be quite subtle. So personally for me, I wouldn't fuss too much about choosing the perfect warm yellow. As long as I mix the warm yellow with a red to get an orange that looks somewhat like orange, that's actually good enough for me. So here, the orange here, it's not as vibrant compared to what I can get with mixing with a scarlet, a vermilion, or warm red, but it's good enough for me here. With a cool red or magenta, not a good combo. For the greens, well, orange and blue, they are complementary colors, so they will sort of neutralize each other depending on which blue and warm yellow or orange you are using, of course. With phthalo blue, you can still see the phthalo blue dominating here to produce some sort of green, because phthalo blue is such a high tinting color. But this green, it's nowhere as vibrant compared to sap green. And a warm yellow would neutralize ultramarine to form this sort of brown. It looks like brown. And with cerulean blue, it looks something like this. The colors don't mix completely here, so you can still see the individual colors that were used to create this mix. You can see a little bit of warm yellow and ultramarine, and here as well. I will definitely continue to use New Gamboge in the future. Maybe occasionally I would use permanent yellow dip, because these two colors, they look very similar. And whether or not the paint is made up of single pigment or multiple pigments, it's not as important compared to where the color actually is on the color wheel and how they behave with other colors when mixed together. Let me know in the comment section below what's the warm yellow you are currently using and what warm yellows you like. I would love to hear from you. So thanks for watching today's video. See you in the next one. Bye! By the way, I am selling off some excess watercolor paint that I have to make space to get more colors to test and feature on my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out, you can check out the list of colors that I'm selling. The link is in the video description below.